So I'm a sucker for Christmas. So anytime I can have an excuse to show stuff like this, I'm very, very happy. I'm here with the very beautiful Aideen. Max, you can just hang on back there. Good lad, good job. We have had a kind of, nice, what is it, down by 2 months since we spoke? I'm not sure how long time, what's the length of time?
It was the end of August.
Okay. So we've had a nice kind of, I know that I've been in touch with you and I'll meet you occasionally, and it's been, you've been very excited about the fact that you've found some wonderful people in Greystones who all seem to have a very kind of, a good passion for the idea of let's, put on a show, let's put on, plays. You are hopefully, I don't know what the sort of schedule is in regard to the Great Unwashed seeing the Greystones players. That'll be next year, like February, March, or I don't know if it'll be sooner, or...
We'll have, our first public performance will be in April.
Oh, lovely, right.
In the Finnish Theatre.
Nice.
And I'll tell you a little bit
I didn't know it was Finnish. I thought it was going to be Irish. No, Finnish. He keeps changing his mind, Ross. Yeah.
And in the short term, we've been working on a friends and family production.
Nice.
For a few members who mid-term were able to commit extra time to rehearsals and work.
Right.
So we're doing something early December for 9 players, friends and family.
Oh, lovely.
So there are 3 pieces, and everybody's been working really hard on them, and we've had great fun, and we've got to know each other very well, as you do. And it's great. And in the meantime, alongside those rehearsals, I've been doing workshops with the group who could not commit to the extra time.
Okay.
At this time, but I wanted to keep them
involved, and
so we have about 22 full members.
Wow, that's a good healthy number. Yeah.
And
you could do West Side Story with that. That's enough.
We could do a lot of that.
The Shawadi Wadi story. Hey, there's loads of great options.
So I mean, we've got members who want to act, and we've got some members who just want to get involved in the production and the stage end of things, and lighting, and there's a lot that goes on aside from the acting.
We are an arty-farty bunch in Greystones, really, aren't we? There's a lot of creatives, and I just think most people. And it just that everybody has, especially with their social media life, a sense of the aesthetic, like what they like the look of and what works, and even people taking their own their selfies and all that. There is a sort of culture of just sort of being aware of how this will look and how this might play, and of course nothing better than actually putting on a real show that kind of taps into not only whatever you may feel, but what's the writer and what may be a kind of a. Hopefully in a great play, just a universal truth that kind of gives you a kick in a room with a bunch of strangers. But we go up. I know you've got 2 of your special students, we'll say. Owen, the great Owen. What was the name of the lady that was here?
Leslie Ann.
Leslie Ann, Cooley Billy. And I know they're the diligent ones because they're here helping. They're here helping to build build up the room for rehearsal. Stay there, Max. I'll be back in a minute. So 22 is a great number. Well, you must have been a bit surprised that many people.
Well, we've more starting out, but we're always going to have, people who, it isn't for them, and then some people want to commit in the new year who couldn't come to workshops and didn't want to commit at this point in time. So
now we'll be a little bit quiet in case they're acting, and also I'm suspicious of Owen. I think he's cheating on Kira, so I don't know who with, but it could be this lady here. So I would imagine it's probably. Oh, it's a good idea to knock. Look, there he is. He how quick did he run? We were just saying you guys are having an affair, right? We just have this feeling about the. We just said 22 is a. So would it be possible to know what sort of the productions, are they kind of well-known productions? They're kind of private.
These are light, small, small pieces.
Right.
They're most of us have, most of the actors involved have either never done this before or haven't done it in a little while, or so it's getting a feel for how it works, and that's why we decided to just do the one off and do it for the family and friends, so it's not a commercial public.
Yeah. Well, we should mention that the good old Delphi Dramatic Society, they just had three short plays running last week in the old schoolhouse, and sadly, because I was just so stupidly busy, I didn't quite catch it, but I've heard great things about it, and they seem to have a good kind of rhythm going. Some of them are writing as well and all that.
They've been going for a few years.
Yeah. It was just kind of great to see that they have that.
Group.
Yeah. But I don't know if you guys would have kind of ideas of what you would expect and hope. I don't know whether there's sort of a love of Tennessee Williams or O'Neill, or whether it's just like, oh, this is just a good way to express. Or do we have any taste, lads? Do we have any? I mean, like preferences? No.
Well, no, I like everything really. Like, it would be interesting to do pieces that are classics that aren't shown very often. I mean,
Right.
you know, in Dublin, if you're going to go to the Abbey Theatre, you're probably going to see some great Irish playwrights, but you mightn't necessarily see European playwrights. So this is a good opportunity for us to kind of put on probably less commercial things, but more interesting things.
Right. Yeah. Well, looking around Greystones, I think One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest would be a good choice, really, when you think about, you know, because then there's hardly any rehearsals involved, really. It's just, you know, point them in the right direction and they run. So it'll be April. April is the hope for the public, hopefully thereabouts. So, you know, once you've had a certain amount of time to gel together and have a little bit of fun and do your own thing, hopefully then in April the great Unwashed will be able to come and see you all perform.
Well, we'll be actually casting for the spring production.
Ah, right, starting in April.
In mid-December and probably very early January.
Nice.
So that play that we're planning on doing is The Crucible.
Oh, brilliant.
So that's a big
right.
one. That is a big one, and it is a classic. And,
yeah. Well, it's good to have a nod. I mean, if you're going from McCarthyism to Trumpism, I think there's not a huge leap in American. Yeah. So that'll be kind of nice.
Relevant, isn't it?
Yeah. Hopefully Trump will allow you to actually put on the production without any kind of. There may be a call from the American embassy or something. Just in feeling that, you know, you're in. So no redheads or mad wigs. You know, it might be too obvious.